What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Ben Davison. Yes, Ben Davison. Of course, he is the former trainer and friend of Tyson the Gypsy King Fury, and he shared some keys of victory, how Deontay Wilder can win the next fight. And this is what he had to say. Ben Davison shared the keys to victory. He said that he's gonna have to let his hands go. And I think that he's gonna have a high punch count in the third fight. So that makes him dangerous. A precise shot from Wilder can knock anybody out. Increasing the volume will increase the probability of landing clean on the champion. But, as David pointed out, he should do it consistently. Otherwise, Fury will take over as Wilder fades. Also, Fury has more tools to win than Wilder does. Now, it's crazy how, first of all, we've been having this conversation. You know, I know you're asked to speak subjectively from a trainer standpoint on how another fighter can win. But I look at this and I'm looking and I'm hearing what he's saying. He's going to have to let his hands go. He's going to have to be consistent with letting his hands go. You know, and that's his kick victory of winning. But me counterpunching Ben Davison, I don't think this is the type of conversation that Ben Davison should really be having with anyone, especially to the known public. And this leads me to suspect, okay, just suspect, but that Ben Davison is playing a double agent in some categories, okay? Because do you guys remember, I did a video and I counterpunched it, when Ben Davison was the same guy, and he wasn't training Tyson Fury, was saying, the things that Tyson Fury did wrong, and he would have to, when he touches his face, he would reset, and then he was afraid that they would pick up on it in the second rematch, in the second fight, right? And that what bothered him. But dipshit, you've let it be known that this is a habit of Tyson Fury, and Tyson Fury does this to reset. He kind of touches his face, you know, his mouth with his gloves. You know, a lot of people do it when they get hit and they kind of retouch themselves. It's like a mental thing that boxers do when you get hit. It's like you kind of retouch yourself to like avoid the pain or to acknowledge that that shot has got hit, you know, because it bothers you, okay? It's a tick, okay? So Ben Davison, at that time, this was about late January, was saying that Tyson Fury had this tendency and he was afraid that they caught on. Oh, they caught on because they knew and they studied that Tyson Fury reset himself. That's how he knew to throw that right hand like the way he threw it. Bullshit. How do you know that? Okay? And I had to counterpunch it then, but it's just more of it now. Why would you be talking to anyone how Deontay Wilder can be or can have keys of victory for any fighter? Sure, you're talking about his punching power. The more punching power or punches he throws, the more dangerous he is. You know? But if we learn from anything from Deontay Wilder throws one punch at a time because he knows and he believes in the power and the punch that he's throwing has the potential to take a fighter out. That's why he throws it with full capacity, okay? Because he knows. You know, that's why he jabs, sets the right hand up, right? Or jab, right hand. That's all he does. Now, he doesn't throw a lot of them because he hasn't needed to before. So now Ben Davison recommended, well, maybe if he throw more punches, he'll be able to. That makes him more dangerous. But I'm like, why are you even talking this? You're talking as though, you know what I mean? Because people read this, even if it's not, even if it's subjective. People are going to look at this, because that's the first thing I heard. Well, why would the hell would Ben Davison, the former trainer, but current friend of Tyson Fury, say anything how to help Deontay Wilder. Let them guys figure it out. You don't have to have a say-so in what that is. He comes off bitter. I mean, doesn't he not? Doesn't Ben Davison come off bitter saying, oh, well, I'm going to tell you how Deontay Wilder can beat Tyson Fury? There shouldn't be a fucking thought in your mind, being a friend of Tyson Fury, a former trainer of Tyson Fury, right? Convey that you should want to have that happen. Why are we even having this conversation again? That's why it makes me suspicious. That's why I suspect, hey, maybe this guy, just maybe Ben Davison, is on some other shit. You know, he half-ass hit the cat out of the bag, letting someone know, saying they knew, but how do you know they knew? And if they didn't know, they know now, type of shit earlier. You know what I mean? And a trainer that Tyson Fury brought on, along with you, you stepped out, but then all this other shit started. Now this is, oh, well, I know how Deontay Wilder can win. Why would the fuck would you want him to win? Why would you even want to say that in public? Why would you make that a public record? Why would you even want to have words talking about your friend being defeated by the enemy, by the opponent, by the rival? Why would you want that? That's what I don't understand about this article. Then he's just sitting there saying, well, you know, Deontay Wilder, he has to let his hands go, and I think that he's going to have a high punch count this third fight, so that makes him dangerous. Okay? Wilder's dangerous anyway, but then again, you know, he has the potential to knock people out. I mean, that's the narrative, right? But I mean, honestly now, does he? You see what I mean? And that's another video, because I want to talk about that, honestly, with Deontay Wilder. But for Ben Davison talking this much about the success of a fighter that his friend, his former fighter, fought, I just find it weird, right? And I find it very, very strange that Ben Davison would offer, recommend, explain how Deontay Wilder could beat Tyson Fury. Let me give you an example, okay? I want you guys to follow me and what I'm about to tell you. If I had a good friend, and I'm a trainer, I had a very good friend, a professional boxer, that did everything that Tyson Fury did, and I'm his friend. And I went through all this shit with him, and we came back, and we fought that current heavyweight champion of the world. And then that fighter, my friend, decided to put another person in to learn something different. And I stepped. But then I started talking about the same things that, if I started saying something, not being his fighter, not being his trainer, do you think I would ever do exactly what Ben Davison did? You think I would ever say, hey, the keys of victory of so-and-so beating my friend is this? Do you think I would ever fix my mouth to say some shit like that? I'm appalled because Ben Davison, honestly, if he's not up to something, if he's not bitter, if he's not jealous, jelly, or envious, rather, if he's not that, he's acting like a fucking dipshit moron. Why? Because he's talking too much. And I didn't take Ben Davison to be have a person to have a low IQ. I don't. I never have. I didn't think it to be stupid, emotional maybe. You know, I was convinced at one point that, hey, you know, he got Tyson Fury's back. He really cares for his friend, his commandant, his companion, his brother. I thought that at one point, but then I'm like, okay, what's with all this? Not even pro Wilder shit, just Tyson Fury losing. You know, is he trying to set Tyson Fury up to lose? Or is he wanting him to lose? Why is he giving suggestions to articles and shit Oh, he's got to outpunch, throwing his out. I mean, just for him giving advice is a very bad sign. That's what I'm getting at, people. And it's not right for Ben Davison to be on Essential Sports saying what Deontay Wilder has to do, besides talking about what his friend has to do to win the rematch. And in this article, I have not seen him say, I've heard him say, well, Tyson Fury does have a lot of different weapons. Okay, but you're not even bragging. You're just saying what he has. If that's me and I'm that friend, again, that ain't going to happen. Deontay Wilder doesn't have the punch output. And Tyson Fury's going to smash him again because he didn't know what to do. If anything, he would have to train to last a certain amount of time because he looked gassed. I could agree with that. But you're in your own way putting up a game plan, a strategy for the enemy. Okay? For the other side, for across the street, for opposite your team. You supposed to be Team Fury, but are you? Are you really Team Fury? See, I asked this question before because it made me suspect, because I think outside the box. You know what I mean? And I know he left. And I don't care what anybody says. Ben Davison left because he was pissed off. He didn't like the game plan. He didn't like what Javon Sugar Hill was pitching out, was trying to sell. He didn't like it. He didn't buy it. He didn't believe in it. So therefore, he left. He went and trained with the prankster. We know this. So what seeds were planted when he did leave? Anger is a mother sucker, right? Anger is something else. That will get you in, feeling a certain type of way about somebody. But anyway, that's about Counterpunch on that. You guys tell me what you think about Ben Davison's advice for Deontay Wilder to beat Tyson Fury. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch. Peace.